that, we'll send you up to Baltimore, as standing by at M&T Bank Stadium are the two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The last week, Baltimore got a 23-0 win over Green Bay. Their offense and Joe Flacco takes the field right here. In that game against Green Bay, Flacco 22 of 38, 183 yards, touchdown, a pick. Not the best game, not the most efficient, but they dominated so well on defense.
They did, and that allowed the offense time to sputter a little bit before getting it in gear in the third quarter. That's the first time they found the end zone. Flacco to Mike Wallace. But a big win for Baltimore, who still has designs on getting to the playoffs. And that's a win that they absolutely had to have.
And now they sit at 500, 5-5. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right there at the 43.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Collins. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And again, it's Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A red zone first down for Flacco. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Benardrick McKinney is one of the tallest inside linebackers that you'll see in the game, but he has the bulk to go along with it. Now, I do think that his height is actually an advantage for him. It used to be that you're worried about tall guys inside because they had to fight off low blocks, but I think his ability to see into the offensive backfield, see what's going on, and read it allows him to diagnose plays quicker and get there in a hurry.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tom Savage trots onto the field. Last week he threw a couple touchdowns in their win over Arizona, 31-21, and the rest of the Houston offense out there as well. But with that win last week, now at 4-6.
Had to feel better because this season began with so much promise. Talk about AFC South titles and maybe a deep run in the playoffs. Now they're just fighting to get back to 500, so that win was huge. I'm going to start negative here. 4 starts this year for Tom Savage. He's lost 6 fumbles and thrown 3 interceptions. Prior to this game against Arizona, his head coach Bill O'Brien said Tom Savage simply has to play better. He did so in that game. 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, led him to a win.
On first down, Savage. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Tom Savage took over as a starting quarterback late in 2016, but got hurt, unable to play in the playoffs. But he's back entrenched as Bill O'Brien's #1 QB starting 2017. But Deshaun Watson, their #1 choice, lurking in the wings.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 13-yard line. No gain on the play there. Second down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
With DeAndre Hopkins, I think anyone who's calling plays for him has 0 limitations. And what I mean by that is he's a guy you can move outside, you can move him inside, play him on the left side, on the right side. It doesn't matter. Some guys, they have to have the ball in a certain spot. Not Hopkins. Long, short, intermediate. He just wants the football. And then after that, he usually does some pretty good damage with run after catch.
On second down, here's Miller. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Savage now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run. This is Blue. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Savage now on second. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This is how they'll line it up defensively for Baltimore, and this is a crew that forced 5 turnovers against the struggling Packers last week.
They took advantage of a team, as you said, that was struggling and really trying to find their identity without Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. They also logged their 3rd shutout of the season. They had one against Miami 2 weeks ago, and in week 1, they did it against Cincinnati. They last accomplished that 3 shutouts in a season when they won the Super Bowl in 2010.
Ah, you looking into the future?
Listen, in the NFL, if you get hot down the stretch, you become a Super Bowl contender. And if their defense...
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Play action. Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Flacco. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. The give right to Collins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Flacco off play action. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Savage on first. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Try the air now with Savage. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. On
first down, it's Savage. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. The Texans have the early lead. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A first down carry now for Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Again, it's Miller. Miller with it first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They go again with Collins. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Sam Cook now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And here comes the Texans now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They begin with a run by Miller. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Savage from the shotgun snap. And finding Fedorowicz. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now here come the Ravens. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Flacco here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Separating off play action. Flacco looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. He hit his first, this one from 38. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, the 20, and he will have a touchdown.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll begin the drive with Collins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Max Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws. They become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And our attention shifts to Alfred Blue. He only has a single solo carry, one numero uno, second quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only one carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. The pistol look, it's Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Second down, here's Savage. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Savage. And that is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now a give to Collins. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run with Collins, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Flacco from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Sam Cook now. as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Running left is Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
To throw on second down is Savage. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, Savage. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. I'm kind of glad that that pass hit the ground. You know why? Because I want to talk Thanksgiving.
Let's hit it.
First of all, I'm hungry.
You want to talk about the Lions
hungry right now.
The game
I'm
every
angry.
year? The Cowboys hosting the game every year?
No, I want to know. We talked about our top sides last year for Thanksgiving. What's on your list? Has your palate changed at all this year?
Not really. I'm still a big stuffing guy. Yeah, I can't get enough of that. I like gravy with mashed potatoes. I'm fired up about that. I even like green beans. That's a late development. And when I'm in my youth, not a big green bean fan. I am now.
But casserole, I hope. Just plain green beans?
I can go either way.
Okay.
As long as the green bean is in it, I'm there.
I need to take away the vegetable taste and add some bad stuff to it. But I'm all about desserts on Thanksgiving. Pecan and apple pie. Bring it. Bring it. Now, that's just white noise.
Sweet potato?
Pecan and apple.
Sweet potato pie?
No, get that out of here.
With
pecan,
whipped cream?
Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Pecan and apple. Happy Thanksgiving. On third down, Miller. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. All right, let's look now at Jeremy Maclin. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. Now Flacco to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And Watson has it right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Passing play, Flacco. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play action. Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and the Texans scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. It's the turn now of Jeremy Maclin and company again on offense here. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So that gives us a quick second here, Charles. Did you see last Thursday night the camera angle that they used for majority of the Steelers-Titans game?
I did, and it had been advertised ahead of time to tune in and check it out. They're going to do the game from that perspective, most of it. And it was a curiosity for a lot of people. I also heard a lot of people who liked it, able to see the way the plays developed. You give more of a view of maybe the line play, things of that nature. And others, they're still saying, I still like the old school view, but I really think we're going to see more and more of that because you do see more of the field.
Yeah, and everyone was calling it the Madden cam because it kind of looked like you were playing a game of Madden.
And rightly so, because that's exactly what it is, the Madden cam.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Woodhead. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Tom Savage and the rest of his Texans offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Check, 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 check.
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first, Hopkins got nobody around him on the catch, and he'll be tackled at the 26-yard line. Texans have it later on the drive. Savage getting this one in the hands of his speedy wideout, Will Fuller. And it's caught for the score. Texans go up by 4. 1st and 10. Flacco's on point with the throw, and this will go all the way for a touchdown. Ravens cut the deficit to 4. Now to late in the second. Perriman's wide open, able to make the grab. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 42-yard line.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green, 39!
Here is Savage. Miller on the catch over the middle. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This is the running back, Blue. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go. 3-19.
The play fake to Blue. Savage. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So after the sack of Savage, the Texans with a 3rd and long forthcoming.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They go play fake. Now Savage. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Ravens have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Flacco from midfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Flacco dumps it off to Woodhead. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now it's Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Savage from the shotgun snap. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flacco off play action. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bernardrick McKinney not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second down, Flacco now. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Tom Savage ready to lead his troops back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched?
Here we go.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Savage. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Savage. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Willie Henry. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Campanaro on the return. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Ravens taking the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A give left side to Collins. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, Collins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll try the right side with Collins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They run with Woodhead. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Flacco. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A play fake to Miller. Now Savage. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. C.J. Mosley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and long. It's Savage. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, ended up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On the carry, this is Blue. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd and 2, Savage, and finding Fedorowicz. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
They'll run with Miller. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 37 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Flacco. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Second down following the incompletion. Flacco from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got his man, that's Wallace. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First and 10 here for Flacco. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Well, the offense lining up first and 10. Once more, it's Flacco. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and just 1. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that'll set them back 5. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They go pass again with Flacco. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Flacco hooking up with Wallace for a Raven first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. This is Collins on the handoff. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Flacco here on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Second and goal from the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Flacco. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. To pass, Flacco. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Flacco. He'll drop it underneath for Woodhead. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And now out comes Houston. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
A first down carry now for Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Savage wants to throw on 3rd and 1. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Out of the gun, Savage. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington from 8 yards out, and the Texans will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Throwing on third down, it's Savage. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Campanaro. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Flacco from midfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.